friends. In today's video, you will learn about a power of knowledge that you have never heard of before. You must have meditated a lot before this, and you must have heard about it through people as you have heard the power of meditation. That is, when do we get the power of meditation? Any person in the world, whether he is materialistic or supernatural, if people consider him to be their ideal, then he is the proof of his power, and that is the power of your mind. Always keep this in mind. Power cannot be destroyed, nor can it be created. Power can only be transformed. If the mind is not in your control, then you will spend the power on things like pleasure, lust, attraction towards women. But if you control your mind, then the power that was being spent on pleasure, lust, and attraction will be transformed into brahmacharya. This simply means that you cannot destroy power, you can only change its direction. All this depends on your thinking. You become as you think. Always keep in mind that your thinking depends on your imagination. Your imagination is so powerful that you can connect directly with the universe and talk to it. You can ask it for everything you want. Imagination is the ultimate power of the universe. The more we try to see our desired goal clearly, the faster we move towards it. If we keep imagining our goal every day, then those things also start to become part of it, things we might not even consciously think about. But that desire is suppressed somewhere in our mind. By imagining, those things start to emerge one by one. One more important thing. While imagining, we also see visions related to things that will be achieved in the future, and those visions are true. When we make a definite goal with the help of imagination, we should always keep the vision of achieving our goal in our mind. By keeping this vision and working on it, we remain inspired. You must be thinking, while imagining, how does it come to our mind that by doing this, this work will be done, even though this thought had not come to our mind before? Understand this. The thought that comes to you during imagination is not yours. This thought comes from the ultimate power of the universe, also known as the infinite mind, infinite intellect, or infinite source. Whatever thought or vision we see while imagining comes from this universal mind. You should follow it because it has never been unsuccessful. You will be surprised to know that many great people in this world have used this technique. Now the question is, how does this imagination work? There is a whole science behind it. Whatever happens in this world happens twice, once in our mind and once in our life. In this world, imaginations also become true. Whatever you ask for, you get it. That is why we should be aware of the fact that we think and speak positively. Every imagination, whether it is positive or negative, intentional or unintentional, signals our subconscious mind and the universe to move in that direction. When we completely calm our body, our mind, EEA, our logical mind becomes calm. In that comfortable state, we have no fear or worry. We do not think this is impossible or how can this happen? Imagination is beyond every limited thought, and this is its power. We spend the whole day absorbing thousands of pieces of information, most of which come from advertising. We should be able to remember any information clearly. That's why advertisements mix sound and video to leave a stronger impression on us. According to science, the combination of both sight and sound has a greater effect than just seeing or hearing alone. How does the magic of imagination work in daily life? Every day, thousands of pieces of information reach our brain through our eyes and ears. The purpose of all this is to create a strong impression in our minds about a product or idea. In today's market, the product that is advertised the most is often the one we buy even when we don't need it. Everything is a kind of magic of imagination, shaped in our minds by repeated exposure to advertising. These days, we buy many things just to test them for the future. This is how markets succeed, by deeply influencing the way our imagination works. The power of imagination, or the magic of our thinking, is the result of a series of mental processes. For example, when we walk through a market, we first imagine our surroundings, shops, roads, and people. As we pay closer attention, the details of specific shops, items, and even their placement are absorbed into our mind. This process happens in an orderly manner. Whenever we encounter new information, it's organized in our mind through the power of imagination. Later, when we need that information, it resurfaces as an image, not as words. This is the magic of imagination. If we truly want to achieve something in life, we can use our imagination. When a person begins to act according to their imagination, no one can stop them from succeeding. To visualize a future that doesn't yet exist, you need imagination. Without it, a person's understanding is limited to facts, and they miss out on the vastness of existence, the possibilities of reality, and the magic of life. Imagination lets us experience a new world. It gives us the ability to see situations from different perspectives and helps us find creative solutions to problems. Throughout the day, we encounter information that carries different emotional tones. We react more strongly to images than to words. That's why, wherever we go, whether in markets or online products and ideas are presented to us visually, images evoke emotions that create needs within us, which the market then fulfills by selling its products. The magic of imagination lies in combining images and words, expanding the way we think and live. This process reflects the workings of our subconscious mind. You might notice that sometimes a single photo can convey a purpose without needing words. The subconscious mind works by transforming words into images, which is one of the most effective ways to understand and retain information. If we talk about education, experiments have shown that students perform better when information is presented visually. For instance, when a book was taught to children using a projector, their results in exams were significantly better than those who studied through traditional methods. The reason was simple. The projector translated the content into images, which imprinted more clearly in the students' minds. Most of their brain activity was focused on both seeing and understanding what was displayed, making it more impactful than just reading text. This is the magic of imagination. It enhances understanding and creates lasting impressions. If you are not successful in your physical health, relationships, or financial matters, the reason might be that you have unknowingly allowed negative thoughts to dominate your imagination. For instance, hearing or seeing something negative might leave an imprint on your mind. That's why it's important to stay in a positive environment as much as possible. If you've decided to achieve something in life, you can use the power of imagination to make it a reality. We only need to expand the scope of our imagination. Once that happens, it becomes easier to escape negative thoughts. Imagination has a profound effect on our subconscious mind. It's up to you. Do you want to dwell on problems in your imagination or use it to solve them? The magic of the subconscious mind and the power of imagination teach us that by visualizing positively, we can transform challenges into opportunities. This process has a deep and lasting impact on our lives. If used correctly, imagination can simplify many of life's difficulties. The process of imagination is similar to meditation. It can be practiced with or without music, depending on your comfort level. Here's how you can practice. 1. Sit in a comfortable place and close your eyes. 2. Focus on your breath and listen to the beats of your heart. 3. Think about your goal and visualize yourself in a situation where you have already achieved it. For example, imagine someone thanking or praising you for your success. Feel the emotions of that moment as if it's real. Continue focusing until your goal feels vivid and clear. Once you visualized it, open your eyes and remember what you've seen. Then, start working toward it. Imagination is such a power that we can achieve anything in life with its help. A person with a vivid imagination can achieve extraordinary things. Imagination allows us to break free from limitations and envision the possibilities that lie ahead. If you're unsure how to achieve something, use your imagination. Picture yourself obtaining that goal. All creations in the universe were born from imagination. Our entire universe is a product of imagination. Everything exists in thought before it takes shape in reality. If someone doesn't dare to imagine, how can they hope to achieve anything? That's why it's said, if you want something, first imagine it, visualize its form, purpose, and details. Then keep it in your mind and work with unwavering faith. Your imagination will turn into reality. Imagination is not a difficult task. If you want, simply close your eyes and try to see whatever you desire in your mind. Then imagine yourself receiving it. Picture who is giving it to you or how it is coming into your life. You will notice that the ideas and images you see might have never occurred to you before. But now, through imagination, you've found a way to achieve your goal. Work on these ideas, and you'll make your vision a reality. This is the power of imagination. When imagination is practiced consistently, it strengthens a person's creativity and helps reshape their life. What you imagine with faith and emotion becomes reality. This is a crucial moment for positive thinking and creative vision. When we repeatedly visualize something or a situation, we attract it into our lives. However, it's important to imagine your desires positively. Otherwise, you risk attracting things you don't actually want. A lack of understanding about the power of imagination often leads to struggles and unhappiness. How do we turn imagination into reality? The secret is to act as if the vision you've imagined is real, as though it has already been fulfilled and you're experiencing it in the present. If you can believe and imagine it as true now, you are already becoming what you want to be. This is how you manifest your desires and bring them to life. Most people look at life through the lens of scarcity. They focus on what they don't have. Unfortunately, this is also a form of active imagination, one that perpetuates lack and limitation in their reality. Whatever your mind can imagine with conviction, you can achieve. Prove it to yourself. Take one thing that matters to you and imagine it as a reality in your life. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. That's all for today's video. If you found this content meaningful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with others. Stay tuned for more insights in the next video.